Hello everyone, Treecks here and welcome back to EarthBound. And this is going to be part 15. And in part 14, the previous one we did, we actually found out this factory behind the waterfall near Saturn Valley and also near Treecks is actually the reason why they are actually suffering under a zombie curse. Technically it's not really a curse because the zombies are made here by the Mr. Saturns that are actually enslaved by Master Belch, who in his turn is working for Gigas, the big boss of the alien invasion, you might say. He's even using other aliens in order to do his dirty work, it seems. But now, we are going to take care of him. Remember to bring your fly honey with you. And here we find the big boss of the slimes, the most disgusting creature to have ever walked on the face of the earth.
Burp. So, you are Treecks. I see. There's a prophecy that a boy will destroy Master Gigas. Hick, hick, hick. You make me laugh so hard. If Master Gigas is scared of someone, he would have to be worse than the greatest evil. Garga, garga, garga. I'll take you down big time, so get ready for the worst fight of your life. Get ready to feel the pain of true nausea. Come on, let's go.
Okay, that dialogue was killing for my voice. But anyway, Master Belch. And as you may expect, the game didn't give so many hints about the fly honey for nothing. The trick in beating this guy is the fly honey. He actually really loves it for some reason. So, the moment the battle begins, input that as your first command. And the rest of the party can just attack normally. He will grab the fly honey from you the moment you use it, and therefore distract him so much that he will no longer normally attack. However, he can still use magic on you, inputting status ailments like nausea, which is very annoying to have, because that will damage you every single turn. So that's definitely something I do want to heal immediately. Healing Beta will actually work on that, so input that immediately, the moment somebody gets nauseous. Like this. And let's move on. Ooh, awesome. Yeah, and you will skip a turn again. That's the whole reason why you want to input the fly honey. Every single time he wants to input a normal attack, he will get distracted by the fly honey and therefore skip the turn, making this fight a whole lot easier. And he goes down pretty easily. There we go. 4,000 experience points. Leveling up Ness to 27. And learn the power of Hypnosis Omega. A more powerful hypnosis magic. Leveling up Paula to 25. And also learning a new magic, PK Thunder Beta. Same deal, just a little bit stronger. And also level 25 for Jeff. But he can't learn any magic.
Looks like it was an even fight. Burp. But Master Gigas has managed to get the Money statue into foresight. The city will soon be in worse condition than living in your own puke. Suffer, Spanky. Burp.
Just go away, you. Your dumb voice most of all. Ooh, there's Mr. Saturn here. I escaped. Zoom. Burp. Boing. Goody. Burp. You've been living with Master Belch for too long, it looks like. But anyway, this cave actually leads to the higher areas of Saturn Valley, I think. Yeah, here we are indeed. Remember this place? But we're higher up now. Go in hot spring. Wash barf off your body. Ooh, hot spring, eh? This orange little pool over here. If you actually go in it and stay in it for long enough, you will fully heal any status ailment. I'm pretty sure it does not heal you. No, it doesn't look like it, but it does heal your status ailments. So if you're suffering from anything, that can actually cleanse it completely. There's also a photo opportunity here, so for that you just need to stand to the right of the pool. And Mr. Photo Guy will appear again. I've already got plenty of those. But we're still not nearly done with those yet. Pretty much the only collectible in this game. But the most important reason to be here is this cave, obviously. I did promise you a third Your Sanctuary location, didn't I? And that's indeed what we're going to take a look at now. Now that the factory is taken care of, we can actually enter this place and head towards Your Sanctuary number 3. There's a couple of new enemies that appear here, most of all recolors of old enemies. The Renboop is actually the only new guy, cactus-like enemy. But since they're all in one row, and grass-type enemies, let's go use a fire move on them. Should take them out in one hit. And thank you for putting mushroom status on me. Something I always wanted. Bye, guys. Oh, the Renboop actually has enough HP to survive the fire attack. There's more party members. But Ness is stupid enough to miss. So we need another turn and still win. Nothing too spectacular about these guys. Okay, here's 2 more. Do need to be careful for Paula, she's still in mushroom status, so any attack I give could backfire. That's the downside of being mushroomed. Most of the times in battle it will still go fine, but there is always a chance that she will attack one of us instead. That's a pretty annoying aspect of the mushroom status. But usually you can get away with it, because an attack actually being directed to your own party is a rare thing, I'm pretty sure. It does not really happen a whole lot. Oh, I've been playing for too long again, apparently. Shut up, Dad. I'm not really playing for this long, I'm using save states to save. That is way more reliable in a Let's Play, because I don't always have to look for a phone in order to call you. But anyway, let's continue. I don't really feel like going back in order to get rid of the mushroom. Now, here we have a butterfly, so we can at least do some HP healing. Although, Ness's PP is running really low now, so... But I'm still very low on PP. Yeah, and the mushroom on Paula's head's also not going to help. I think I'm still going to go back to heal myself. We're still early in this area, in this third Your Sanctuary location. So, yeah, I think now that Saturn Valley is still in the neighborhood, I'll go back for that quickly. My apologies, I'll cut the video here. Go back to Saturn Valley quickly to heal everything. And then move on in this area. See you folks in a minute. Level 28 in the meantime. Also a reason why it's not always a bad thing to double back sometimes. Gives you extra experience points. And therefore makes you stronger for the upcoming area. Level 26, Jeff. I think he agrees on that. I don't need this anymore. At least not until much later in the game, so might as well give that to Tracy for now. And I also don't need. Should have ditched it earlier. Cross promoter. Oh yeah, and remember the first guy that's actually in this cave that told us to come back later. I think after the factory is defeated he can actually give you the item. Which is a cup of life noodles. And more importantly, a Mr. Saturn coin. And for some reason he will also give you a stag beetle, but that is not really important. That's something you can ignore. The most important thing he actually gives you is the Mr. Saturn coin. Which you can find right over here. The Mr. Saturn coin is actually an equipment item that you can input on other. Very powerful to have. So probably not a bad thing I actually decided to come back here. The most powerful other equipment that we have right now, so Paula is going to be the one to use it. Increasing her defense more than 20 points. And I saw I never actually bothered to use this luck capsule. Not too sure why. Yeah, I know why, because I forgot about it. But after looking into my inventory, I saw I still have it, so might as well use it now. I made the decision to use it later at some point, but that later has passed a while ago, so let's get rid of it. It's only going to waste inventory space. Let's sell the stag beetle. It's going to be a waste of inventory space as well, so I might as well get rid of it immediately. And that takes care of the small little errands I wanted to do. Let's get back to the main story. Okay, where were we, people? Sorry for the little break in between, but we are back. Let's move on with this area now that we're full strength again. Oh, somebody came from off screen. Also really wanted to join this battle. PK fire should be enough. Ah, screw you. Life up alpha. So we need to start over again, but since there's only one, I think Auto can take care of this. He's going to fully heal himself. Especially since I miss everything now. There we go. Is it really too hard to hit a small fry like him? Level 29. And we now also learn Paralysis Omega. After having Hypnosis Omega, Paralysis Omega is also a thing. And Paula learns the super powerful PK Shield Sigma. That's a move you already know from Buzz from the beginning of the game, remember? Now we can also use it ourselves. Here's the next cave. But first, one more enemy. Let's move back indoors again. Because this part was just a traversing area. And this is the official third Your Sanctuary cave. We now enter the Milky Well caves. First a present. A coin of slumber. And as you may guess, that is also a coin and therefore an equipment item that we can equip on other. More powerful than the one we currently have, so let's give it to Jeff to replace his hard hat. Increasing his defense, 15 points. Okay, that's not a bad increase. Definitely worth equipping. And then we find the next star in this game. We already know what time it is the moment you see these. Time for the chapter boss. Chapter 3 is going to be finished. But first, we need to beat this guy. Let's go see what we're dealing with this time around. You finally got here. This is the third Your Sanctuary location. But it's mine now. Take it from me, if you dare. Ooh, I dare. The next boss is the Trillionage Sprout. A combination of Master Belch and a Sprout enemy, you might say. And speaking of Sprout enemies, he also brings along 2 of them. So use an attack all enemies magic first, in order to get rid of these guys as well. Otherwise you're going to get attacked by 3 enemies every turn. And that is something we don't want. So PK fire first. Not enough to get rid of the mobile sprouts. Oh yeah, and the bottle rocket only attacks 1 enemy for massive damage, unlike the bombs that can actually also do some side damage to the surrounding enemies. No. I didn't expect the boss to fall that quickly. But I'll take it. Still took them out in 1 turn, all 3 of them. And 10,000 experience points is enough for level 30 for Ness. Level 28 for Paula. Perhaps even another one. Ooh, PP by 5. No, it was the only one, because Jeff, level 27. And that was all. Ness reaches a landmark. Level 30. Which is perfect, because we're just done with the third part of this game. 10 levels for every part in the game, you might say. Let's go see the Milky Well. Next magical location here on Earth. Treecks thought he heard his mother from far away. She said to be a thoughtful, strong boy. Treecks' soundstone recorded the melody of the Milky Well. And with that we definitively close off the third chapter of this game. The third town in this game has been saved. And we become a little bit more strong. The Milky Well puts a definitive end to the third part of the game. And therefore we are on our way to the fourth one. Enemies, because of clearing off this sanctuary location, are not going to be an issue anymore. We can take them out by just bumping into them, as we know from the first 2 chapters, making it easier to get back. And speaking of chapter 4, we already know what the gist is going to be there. Remember how Master Belch, the moment we took him out, talked about foresight, and how his master Gygas was able to get the Mani Mani statue that we now know is actually a way to influence certain things in Gygas' favor. That he actually brought one to Foresight now, the 4th town in the game. So we can imagine there's trouble there as well. Get out of the way. Now that I know not all of you guys are actually able to be taken out without fighting, I don't really like engaging you anymore. I'm on my way to Foresight. Threed has been saved, and therefore also Saturn Valley. These guys were actually used by Master Belch as slaves. And that is now also no longer a thing. So, now that Jeff is rid of his mushroom, let's head back to Threed. I'd like to see how the place looks without being overrun by zombies. So far we've only seen Threed as a ghost town. But now it's finally time to take a look at the real Threed. And see how the people are actually thankful for us saving them. Before we move on to the 4th town in the game, Foresight. The capital of Eagleland, by the way. Of all the towns we've seen so far in this game, Wannet, Tucson, Threed, Foresight is going to be by far the biggest and most epic one. Level up. Awesome HP increase. Something Jeff can use, because he is the punching bag of our party after all, so... I don't feel like fighting you guys. Let's quickly head back. Oh, butterfly. Above the water. Not fair. Come back here, my lovely. Okay, in that case it does not matter. We're on our way to a hotel anyway, so... Can't imagine getting into trouble. It's a pretty long way back to Threed. The moment you're actually busy in the story all the time, you almost tend to forget how far we actually went. How far we actually went before we got to the Milky Well. Threed is a long way back. Jeff also needs some healing. Thank you. And now let's go heal our PP. This is the final cave, because remember, this is where we came from the moment we entered the graveyard, the tunnel. Should be clear of enemies as well. There were only zombie type enemies here. And since we are officially rid of them, because we took out the factory, we should not meet them anymore. So we should have a free pass back to Threed. The new and reborn Threed. One more staircase and we should meet the ladder. Yeah, there it is. It has been a long journey. But remember, the first time we entered Treecks, and now it is a world of difference. I really didn't think those kids could have saved the town. Who would have ever imagined it? Thank you, sir. I know we are awesome. As you can see, the place is lightened up a lot. The music is more cheery. Treecks is back the way it is supposed to be. However, we also learned there's another town called Foresight, and there things are probably not fine because a Mani Mani statue was brought there by Gygas. Treecks out.